Again, like, if you want to build your life with structure, you don't need more motivation. You need me. So the links will be. Hey, it's your girl Sam Billion, and I'm back with another video. This video I'm definitely doing in my bonnet. I'm doing it in my robe. I'm doing it in my freshly cleaned space. Okay, air fresheners plugged in, new candle alert, like real spring entrance, real reset, very much reset energy, if I do say so myself. I want to do this as comfortable as possible. This past week has been so hard. This was a challenging week, I'm not gonna lie. I did make it through. I had one breakdown, which I feel like was well deserved. I feel like that breakdown was more like emotional release. I didn't realize how long I went without like crying. Like, I've really just been holding so much, and then everything that I've been holding kind of like applied pressure all at the same time, and then like little other nuances kept happening as well. It made like the week like just an emotional roller coaster. All my videos always kind of connect. You can take what you want from every video, but this video, hence on the title, is why your income feels inconsistent even when you're capable. So it's so funny because, like, speaking about this from like the place I am in now and like through the lens I'm seeing through now, is just like, no, literally, like, it almost just feels natural. Like, what do you mean your decisions aren't structured? But like, let's say, when I could really remember I started this journey, I want to say it was 2021, right? 2019, the end of 2019 to 2020 was a very hard year. Probably for me, probably for everybody. 2021, someone said, all right, my mic died. Thank God I caught it early instead of when I freaking finished the whole damn video, because I'd been upset. But this video is about why your money feels inconsistent even when you're capable. So it's not that you have a money problem, it's more likely you have a structure problem. If your money feels inconsistent, it's not because you're not capable, it's really because your decisions just aren't structured. And speaking about this from like the place I am in now, it's refreshing in a way, I'm not gonna lie, because I made this decision, let's just say 2021, right, where I felt like 2019 to 2020 was a very hard year for, like, the end of 2019 to 2020, the entire 2020 was a very hard year for me. Pretty sure it was a hard year for everybody, but during that time I've experienced like PTSD. I had gotten into a really bad accident, almost lost my life, almost got arrested that year. I just completely lost myself that year. So 2021 was still kind of like picking up the pieces from like the following year, but then also like really trying to decide, like, yo, like, what are you gonna do with yourself? Because actually 2021, someone had said to me, like, if you saw what I see in you, you would be so much further along. And like, when he said that, it rubbed me, like, it literally sat with me, because I'm like, what do you mean? And this is someone that I spent like a lot of time with, like a lot of time with. We were together, but we were also like friends. It was a very interesting, not the best relationship, but we had a very strong bond, a very real bond. And when he said that to me, I'm looking at him like, and he's like, yeah. And like, it literally just gave me some food for thought. Like, what did he mean by that? Like, what am I gonna do with myself? Like, it just literally pushed me to do something. Like, it just pushed me to do something. So that year I actually signed up for medical assistant school. So I became a medical assistant. I'm thinking, like, what am I gonna do with myself? Because the year 2019, I was in an RN program, and I got suspended from the RN program, which is another conversation for another day. But that's really like how all the dices fell, like from that ending. Like that happened Halloween, October 31st, 2019. My birthday was November 14th, 2019, and it was alright. Like it was alright until it just wasn't. Like because like me finishing nursing school was pretty much my entire plan. When that didn't happen like that, and then the whole 2020, my grandma died 2020, my relationship with my mom probably like hit like the worst it's ever been. Like 2020 was such a hard year, but 2021, like I said, I was just picking up the pieces, trying to figure out what am I gonna do, so I decided to become a medical assistant. What I didn't know is that I was an esthetician even before I became like a licensed state esthetician. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? Medical assistant. I'm like, yo, I could like medical assist in dermatology. I could medical assist in like plastic surgery. I'm like, I'm gonna just look for like that entry. I'm gonna look for that. Like I'm gonna get into that because, you know, like I really like the skin. 10s, 2s. I end up securing a medical assistant dermatology job, and I worked that for almost 2 years if I'm not mistaken. I really enjoyed it. I really liked medical assisting. I love dermatology, and then being in that setting, it pushed me to go get my esthetician's license. So I also got pregnant in 2022. And I'm getting pregnant in 2022. I was still working and I was still in school. I was in esthetician school at this time, so I was working during the week and I was in esthetician school during the weekend. By the time I was 8 months pregnant, I graduated esthetician school, and I had to stop working. I gave birth May 26th. I stopped working like May 1st because I was like high risk preeclampsia. Like they just suggested that I just kind of just sit down, stay still, like not do too much until I give birth. So yep. And then I decided that year, well, maybe like the next day, like I was still thinking about like, you know, what I'm doing. So okay, now I have my esthetician license and now I'm a medical assistant. So now I'm a medical esthetician. So it's like, okay, like what can I do with that? So, you know, I learned to wax. I was doing facials. I was learning how to sell products, upcharge clients. I ended up leaving my waxing job. I went to a medical spa, so then I started to assist the doctor or the RN or whoever the provider was with like Botox fillers. And I used to do this at the dermatology office as well, but also with the dermatology office you're also seeing patients, so they're coming in with like skin conditions, and like you got to do biopsies and you got to do surgeries and this and the third. Whereas the medical spa, it was really just but it was really just like the cosmetic aspect of it. So as an esthetician, I was doing hydrofacials, micro needling, chemical peels, body bleaching. I forget this machine. That was probably my least favorite service, which is why I don't remember it anyway. But it's kind of like a massage thing. And I was also helping the provider assist in her procedures, Botox fillers, threads. That's pretty much it, like along those lines. Sorry. So I explained all that to get to where I am now, and then I also decided to go back to school to become an RN, because like now in my head I'm like, yo, like what I really want to do is be able to run a medical spa, run a like a dermatology office, so to speak. So that's really always been, that's really still my goal now. So fast forward to today, I was in school last semester, fall 2025, right? And I got into the nursing program again, and I decided, you know, it's so funny, I just couldn't get a loan. And then they also don't want you to work, but then I just moved out, so how am I not going to work and pay my rent and be in this program? So I ended up leaving that school, and I didn't know what I was going to do, if I was going to go to another school or probably just going to say school or what. So fast forward to today, I had left also because it's like, this is not the life that I want to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make content. I want to produce my content. I want to get rich off social media. Like, that's really what I want to do. Like, I want to get paid by being myself. And it's like, I want to establish that before I establish my schoolwork, like my schooling, to be honest, if that makes sense. Like, I just want to do the opposite. Usually people go to school so they can make their money. I couldn't be in school without already having my money, if that makes sense, because then it's going to constantly pull me away from school, because I'm a single mom and I live by myself. I have responsibilities and I have to be able to function in my day-to-day in order for me to successfully complete school. So I say that to say, if you have a goal, you have to design your decisions around that goal, or else it's like you're gonna be dreaming and you're gonna be running in circles. Like, your dream is always gonna be in the back of your mind, but then because like you've made certain decisions, certain things are always gonna have to come first. And I didn't want to do that anymore. Like, I stopped doing that. I'm like, it's not a matter of, you know, sometimes people think like, oh, like, I just need more clients, or oh, I need more discipline, or oh, I need to hustle harder. Like, no, you need to make sure that your life, the way that you're designing your life, is structured to hold the things that you want to hold. And that's just bottom line. Like, right now I bartend on the weekends and I work for myself during the week. Honestly, I don't know how I'm doing it, but I'm also doing it by the grace of God, because I'm just following my purpose, you know. Like, I'm just following my purpose. I just have this structure. Like, I'm just in structure. I'm in my purpose. I'm in alignment with the things that I want. So this is what works for me, and that's not gonna look the same for everybody, you know. Like, but this works for me. And then, you know, I work for myself as well. Like, I have offers. I do teeth whitening, I do skin audits, I sell clarity calls. I'm also a clarity strategist, so if you need help, I help stabilize your decisions so execution becomes automatic. That's what I do. But and I also sell the Daily Standard, which is like a productivity tool that you can use to create your own system, create your own structure, to just literally live the life that you want to live. Like, you have to design your life in a way that you have to design your life in a way that holds the things that you want to have. Because if you don't have space for the things that you want, how the fuck do you expect it to come? It doesn't make any sense. So what I had to change is my money awareness, separating income streams, also focusing on predictable actions and not emotional decisions, such as like me building assets, like me recording this YouTube video to post it and to share my thoughts and to share my knowledge. Pause real quick. Okay, I'm back. My SD card was running out of space. But what I started to do, what had changed for me, was like my money awareness. You have to be able to handle your money well in order to get more money, because the more money you get does not mean that you're going to be able to handle money well. You have to be able to steward your money with the little money that you get. Like, and that's just bottom line. And again, focus on predictable actions and not emotional decisions. Like me recording this video, like, this is me building an asset that, like, I feel like is more enjoyable and more this is more enjoyable and more like time convenient, I want to say. Like, what I would rather spend my time on, I want to say, than doing anything else, or like working a 9 to 5. Like, it just doesn't sit well with me anymore. So what it really boils down to is, like, once your decisions are structured, income stops feeling chaotic. Once you know what you're doing, and once you're like in your purpose, you're aligned, like, you know what you're doing, like, you're following your path, like you're following your plan, it becomes predictable even before it's high. Like, you already know what to anticipate. You already know what decisions you can make now, because you already know what that's going to look like in the future, and so on and therefore. So if you're building your life like this. Well, you're probably not building your life like this, because this is actually, I feel like, something that's missing in the market, and how people structure their life, and how to kind of like break out of the patterns and the loops that they constantly tell themselves. Because some people feel like, oh, like I need to be ready before I do this, or I need to have this before I do this, or I need to feel like this before I have this, or once this. Like, no, like all that is like BS. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you gotta make certain decisions now, and like that's how you reap the benefits in the future. Again, like if you want to build your life with structure, you don't need more motivation, you need me. So the links will be in the bio for the daily standard and a clarity call if you want to do a one-on-one, if you're looping on one decision and you just want to like cut to the chase and really like change your life and structure your life around your decisions, like, or like this, like your decisions just need some structure. So that's what I help people do, and this is also where I am in my life, and that is exactly why your income feels inconsistent, even if you are capable, because you don't know where your money is coming from. You don't have a system that allows you to make predictable money. You don't, you know, prioritize building assets. You prioritize spending your time, and that's one difference. I like my time. I like to do nothing. I literally enjoy doing nothing. I enjoy self-care. Yeah, like I'm a very, like, I'm always the grandma of the group. I go to bed early. I'm a very like structured, like get shit done kind of person, and that won't change for nothing and for nobody. And I do just want to throw in a fact about me. I have been recently diagnosed with ADHD, and it makes a lot of sense as to why or how my brain creates and how my brain creates systems and structure, because that's just the way that my brain operates. Like, if I don't have no structure, if I don't have no system, I don't have no structure, my brain, like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do? There's nothing to follow. What do you want me to do? Like, we're gonna be out here just doing anything. So it was fun to learn that. Not fun, it wasn't fun actually, I lied, but it was good to know that, and it was resetting to know that, because now it's like I don't blame myself for certain things anymore. It's just like, because I know that my brain works a certain way, I kind of just need the tools and the support to execute daily and to do what I need to do, and to, yeah, just keep it moving. That's the end of this video. This is why your income feels inconsistent, even though you are capable, because your decisions are not structured. And the links will be in the bio below. If you want to chit chat with your girl, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, or comment whatever you guys would like want me to talk about, or want me to you know, like brain tease on, because you know I love it. Oh, nope, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I see y'all in my next video.